as soon as possible so we can commence the conversation. Now, this is the third fireside chat of this year that we've done, and so far so good. We have tried to bring the secretariat closer to lawyers and as well, interact and raise questions that are pertaining to lawyers. So please, because we have a very large panel, we might not take comments individually, but as the conversation is going on, you can drop your questions on the comment section, and then we'll try as much as possible to see if we can answer all the questions that we have. But we already have some questions for our panelists, and we're hoping that we'll have a smooth interaction. So I'm going to introduce the persons that we have here. First of all, I want to also appreciate the Chief Registrar of the Supreme Court. When we engage him and asked that we need to have an interaction with the Supreme Court as we relates to lawyers, and he was, very generous to give us 5 persons who will interact with us. So on this meeting, we have Mr. Yusuf Abubakar Babasoro. He's the Deputy Chief Registrar to Supreme Court of Nigeria. I know it's an online, but please be clapping in an online way, please. I also have Hadiza Bameyi. She's the Assistant Chief Registrar and Head of Notary, Supreme Court of Nigeria. We have Henrietta Aduwak Akayak. Please permit me, Mrs. Henrietta, if I murder your name, but please. She's the Principal Registrar 1, Head of Enrollment and Credence, Supreme Court of Nigeria. We have Olufemi Olabenga Owodolu. He's the Senior Registrar 1, Supreme Court of Nigeria, and Mr. Anthony Rika Gaba. He is the Principal Program Officer to Supreme Court of Nigeria. And so we will just hit the ground running by asking questions. So I will start with Babasoro. Babasoro, are you online, please? Babasoro, if you're online, please unmute your mic and let me be able to identify you, please. Mr. Tony, are you there?
Yeah. No.
Mr. Tony.
Good morning, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Okay, so this is Mr. Tony, right?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. It's a pleasure of having you here.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, so my question to you has to do with the issue of legal mail. I know currently for you to file any matter at the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal, your legal mail has to be functional. And then we have situations where lawyers are having issues, trying to accredit themselves with the legal mail law. And then there's a number on the website which people try to reach out to, and most of the time we have challenges or delay in response. So given the present challenge lawyers face with legal mail system, what concrete step has the Supreme Court taken to streamline the registration and the usage process of the legal mail?
Okay. First of all, what the innovation that the Supreme Court has actually brought in to leverage and to make the working in a judiciary suitable for both the lawyers and the judges is the invention of the legal email, which encompasses with the Nigeria system case management. Legal email is just like a subset tools that work with the Nigeria system case management. Is a vehicle that lawyers can use to convey all their process to the court and as well have an interaction within themselves as lawyers. As it stands today, legal email is on the formative stage, just like you said, that lawyers must have the legal email append on their process, which is true. And it's not just putting it on your process alone. Supreme Court as a body want to ensure that that legal email is active, whereby if a message is being sent to you, it can get across to you. not just to just think of anything in your mind and just put it because you think, okay, the domain name have at nigeria.ng, you just impute it on your process. No, it will be checked and verified. Once it's not active or it's not even on our database, you'll be notified to go for a resolution where you need to go and reactivate, or probably to create one if you don't have. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. But how about the issue of on your sports? Because I know for most persons they have to get to Supreme Court for them to be able to activate that mail. So are there plans to ensure that lawyers across the country, wherever they are from their comfort zone, can activate this mail, or if there's a process, a number that we can reach out to help them with this activation?
Well, of course, there is a process, and as well a contact number that they can reach out for that to be done. But in their own way, once you're an IT client, if you can be able to read in between the process, it makes it easier for you to do it on your own. All you need to do is to go back to the platform, send a message containing your details to support@nigerianbar.ng, send your enrollment number, because that is one of the criteria that will be used to vet if actually that lawyer even exists. Your legal, your own enrollment number, your phone number, your email, that is your own alternative email, and your name as it appears in your seal, because these are some of the parameters that can be used to vet if really you exist. Then secondly, if it exists, a link, once you make those proper requests, a link will be sent to you. That link enables you to activate your own default legal email that was deactivated because of inactiveness. Because as it stands today, even with the conventional mailing system, if you're not using your mail frequently, you stand a chances to be deactivated. Because looking at that robust system, those things are being paid for. If you don't make use of it, it assumes that a money is being wasted. So you need to make good judicial use of it as it has been provided by NJC, so that we will not be paying what you are not making use of. Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, thank you so much. Just a follow-up question from the chat box I have. Someone is saying, good morning, I have reactivated my legal mail, but I still can't have access to it. Can you just quickly, in just 30 seconds, help us with that intervention? She has activated her mail, but don't have access to that particular mail. What can she do, please?
Well, that she has reactivated and she has not seen it. I think that's is a two-way thing. Probably she can go back to her own mail where she make that request. That is her own alternative email to check, because there's a link that will be sent to her, because we really need to confirm if she's even the one that makes such a request. So she should go to her email and check. Most of the time, those messages don't even drop in your inbox. Perhaps they might be in your spam box or junk message. So she can go through and check. If there is nothing like that, she's free to call back to Supreme Court, and we can also render the help for her to get her back to the system. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much. While we try to discuss with your colleague, please help us and put the number on the chat box where complaints as regards legal mail can be made to, or any email address too in that regards, please. Thank you, Mr. Tony.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Babatoro, is Babatoro ready for us? Mr. Baba, I thought I saw you here. Can you unmute your mic, please? Madam Hereta, are you ready for us?
Okay, I guess so.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Can you help us with the process for the change of name at the Supreme Court, especially for most of our colleagues in SCET who would have decided to adopt some name out of love, and they want to ensure that their love life is still effective. So can you help us with the process, and how can we have a seamless process in the sense that we don't have to all come to the Supreme Court or send a letter. Is there a way that we can have an e-system where wherever you are in Nigeria, you can actually apply and change your name at the Supreme Court?
All right. Good morning, everyone. Change of name is carried out in the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yes. Change of name is carried out in the Supreme Court, and I can say it's seamless. For the past 2-3 years, we don't need your physical presence to effect a name change in the Supreme Court of Nigeria. And I know a lot of people who have come here, a lot of lawyers can attest to that. What we just need is an application addressed to the Chief Registrar of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, seeking your name to be changed. And then we need a deed poll, newspaper publication, and an affidavit. Once you are able to send that to us, we process it, scan the letters, and send back to you. And I believe that even NBA knows that it's a bit seamless, because in your correspondences with lawyers, my name and even the phone number of my contact is on it. So most of them reach us without physical presence. Once they're able to furnish us with those requirements and then a means of identification, because we must be sure that it is a lawyer that is actually changing his name and he's alive and he's the owner of the certificate. So we make comparisons. We compare with the certificate and the means of identification to be sure that it is the lawyer effecting the change himself. That we do seamlessly without any problem. I can attest to that. So we don't need a lawyer coming down here. Whoever does that, it's either because he's unaware of the seamless process, or sometimes they will tell you, well, they have come into town and they just feel they should come around and do it themselves. And then point of correction is not just out of love. There are men who come to changing their names either because of paternity issues, or some will tell you because based on faith, their names mean maybe Ogun, saying God of something, God of this. So it's not just the women who come to change name. So it's Supreme Court has reduced the risks involved in traveling down to come down here to change, and then a lot of things are in progress that will make every process in Supreme Court seamless. Even the enrollment procedure is also online. We commenced in March 2004. Lawyers no longer come here to enroll, except for the backlogs, for the ones they called before March 2024. Everything is done online and is seamless. You can send, we have an email address, credence@supremecourt.gov.ng, where you can send your applications and you'll be attended to. And then, as I said, my number is on WhatsApp. Most of the lawyers, female lawyers and the men too, also forward their requirements to us. We process the letter, send back to them, and then we also advise them to forward to the Nigerian Bar Association. And I can see that the applications are really coming in, because a lot of them want the new names on their seals for further deliberations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, very much. The issue of the love change is just on a lighter note.
I know.
Thank you so much. So while we try to keep up with the conversation, please, if you could help us with the websites that you had said and your number on the chat box, so that lawyers can also have that contact.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you
I'll
so
do
much.
That.
Yes, ma'am. Is Madam Hadiza online? Madam Hadiza, can you hear me? Yes,
good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
I think most of the lawyers that joined this particular conversation joined because of you. Most of them have applied for their notary public backlog. So many persons have, in fact, if you check the chat box, you see people asking, how can we start applying 2025? I think the whole process is now online. So can you guide us on what is the Supreme Court doing with the backlog, and then moving forward 2025? How do we start with the process? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. So let me start with the backlog. So far, we closed the application the 15th day of December 2024. And so far, we're able to treat backlogs for 2023, 546 files. Then for 2024, we've treated 459 files. So the pending files are just for 2024, which is 209, and we're processing them now. we're processing them now. So they will receive, they'll be contacted from the High Court very soon. So that's for the backlog. Then for the new application, we're going online, but a date has not been yet put in place for commencement, but we'll announce it. It will be publicated. And requirements, I think, what was the second question, please? Requirements?
Yeah, the requirements, yes. What should lawyers have for them to apply for notary public?
Since we're going digital, the application will be online now. So we won't ask, so the requirements are not going to be as before. So now applicants will go onto the website and fill a form, application form, and they'll upload documents, their passport photograph, they'll upload their corporate affairs commission certificate, they'll upload their call to bar certificate, their bar practicing fees for 7 years, for 7 consecutive years preceding the year of application. And the national, we're introducing the national ID, identity number 2, they'll upload that.
Thank you so much.
So in that way, once they apply, they'll be able to monitor and verify the application online to the point of the appointment.
Okay, thank you so much. So from what you have said, 2025 application has not started. A date will be communicated soon. And the process may change a bit because it's online and the requirements may differ. So lawyers, please be patient. Once that date is available, it will be communicated to lawyers. Thank you so much. Is there anything you want to add to as well?
Okay, then one additional thing is for government lawyers who work in EFCC, Legal Aid Council, NDLEA, Customs, and all that. They can, even Judiciary, Ministry of Justice, they can able to apply, but they must upload an introductory letter from the head of the organization.
All right. Okay, so that's great. So public lawyers, you can also apply for notary public, yes, but you need a letter of introduction from your organization. Thank you so much. Is Mr. Benga online? Mr. Benga, are you online? Baba Soro. Mr. Yusuf.
Hello, Baba Soro, sorry. I don't know if I can come in here. He's bereaved this morning.
Oh, okay.
He's on his way to Taraba. I guess he should be in Taraba. Okay. And then he's afraid his network may not be too good, but he promised joining us once his network is good.
Okay, but I don't know if any of you can answer the question I have for him. It has to do with the innovations that the Supreme Court probably have and the process and plan for e-filing. So I don't know if any of you can touch on that particular question. Are there plans for an e-filing? Are there innovations that will help lawyers, with filing processes and interaction with the Supreme Court?
Yes, there are. Right now, the Office of the CJN has directed and machineries are put in place to make sure very soon e-filing can commence. And then the Office of the CJN is also concerned about pending matters in the Supreme Court. And as it is right now, dates are being given to matters according to their seniority. According to how old the matters are in the Supreme Court of Nigeria. You don't need
What is the contribution of your parents? I hope people have sold their lands and everything.
Please mute your mic.
What is your parents' beginning?
Please mute your mic, please. You're hearing me, please. Madam, please go on.
Hello, can you hear me? Now, you must not know someone here before your matters are assigned. And right now in the Supreme Court of Nigeria.
Okay, recorded.
Should I proceed?
Proceed, please.
Right now in the Supreme Court of Nigeria, there's an audit of all the pending matters. And then once we get the applications, dates are being assigned to those matters. So there's a lot of innovations going on in the Supreme Court of Nigeria. And very soon, right now, even our website has come live now. You can access most of the information you're even asking right now. You can access them online.
All right. So how about issue of certified true copy of judgments?
Hello.
What are the plans to ensure
We didn't grant
that
permission.
they are, gotten as soon as possible or display on the website?
Yes, they are also making progress. We'll have judgments delivered on the website. It's a work in progress. Yes, and we're progressing very well.
Thank you so much. Mr. Benga here, please.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Mr. Benga, please. We most of the time when lawyers try to reach out to Supreme Court and they cannot, they reach out to the NBA. So, is there plans to have help desks, or collaborate with the NBA to see where we can have help desks that lawyers can interact with?
Oh yes. Now we have what we call a central information unit in Supreme Court. So from that central information unit, lawyer can come and get all the information they require. This central information unit is a unit that whatever the lawyers need, whatever information they need regarding their matters, the status of their matters, the date, and every other things pertaining their cases and everything is from this central information unit. They will get it. And again, they have a plan to make a constant visit to NBA Secretariat in order to sensitize them about our innovation, how the e-filing system, because very soon we are going to start this e-filing system. So we are planning to make that visit and then to collaborate with the NBA and they have some kind of a training so that all these things can, because we want to start the implementation as soon as possible for the e-filing. So these are the things we have at hand now.
Okay, thank you so much.
And again, you are aware that the Supreme Court rules of 2024 is now in place. So we have started the implementation, and I think around February, the Honorable CGN gave a room for lawyers that has some issue of extension of time to come and file their processes. So, but that window has lapsed. So the rule is now being fully implemented. So these are the new things that we are putting in place to make sure that things work well for both the court and the bar. And like my colleague has rightly said, the assignment of cases now is now based on the age of the matters. So the office of the CGN is fully in charge of that, so that matters can go on speedily. And you are aware that we are operating two-court system now. 2 panels are sitting per week. So these are the part of the innovation that we have put in place. Thank you.
Okay, Thank you. Mr. Benga, just a follow-up question, which I also hope that,
Okay.
yes, the issue of when courts do not sit, because I know for
Yes.
most processes, the phone number of counsels are usually on the process. And I
Yes.
mean, so if the court does not sit, is there plans for moving on in the future? Because right now transportation is quite expensive, so we don't want to have lawyers coming to court and the court does not sit. And we're also hoping that Supreme Court will also lead this direction to other lower courts like the High Court, the Court of Appeal, where if the court does not sit, text messages, emails will be sent to them not to bother to come. What's your take on this?
Yes, yes. The Honorable Chief Justice of Nigeria have directed that anytime court is not going to sit on a particular week, the Central Information Unit will inform the lawyers, the counsel, that on so date, court is not going to sit. So we have that is why the legal mean is very, very important, and then the phone number of the counsel too is very, very important to be on their processes, so that they can make use of it to send a text message, email, and then a phone call to them in order to inform them that, look, at this particular time, court is not going to sit. So all these things have been put in place. And again, the court is trying to have office phone number, which very soon will be circulated, and the lawyers will have access to it, that they can call us at any time to find out whether their matter is coming on so time or not. So this number will be circulated very soon.
Thank you so much, Mr. Benga. There's a question in the chat, which I think is also important. This person is asking, is there a nexus between the legal mail and the e-filing procedure that will be done soon?
Yes, and that is why the sensitization is very, very important, and that is why we have decided that we are going to have an interaction with NBA, so that they know that their legal mail is very, very important, because the uploading will be done through their email, the uploading of their processes. So anywhere they find themselves, they can upload their processes, and then we can confirm at our end here.
Thank you. Before we give room for question, I just want to go back to Madam Hereta. Are there plans for digital notarization? Because what we have basically is most people have is to stamp documents with the traditional method. So, is there a plan from the Supreme Court to have a centralized system where documents can be done digital, can be notarized digitally, and can be verified, not just in anyhow space?
Okay, thank you. That's a very interesting question. Yes, we've introduced the RN, that's Notary for Notary Public, which they can digitize documents online, and we have the ENR, that's electronic. So that's remote notary, online notarization from Notary Public. Then we have the ENR, that's electronic notary register for all notaries. So that will be introduced too, but the ENR is already ready. It's already on the Supreme Court website. They can access it through that. The remote notary notarization, they can do that very soon. They'll start electronically before they can do that.
Okay, so another issue I also think is important is I remember sometimes in CAC, some of these guys use the notary stamp to just and then you have situation. I think when I inquired, the particular person in question.
So we have okay.
Yes. So let me just finish.
Yeah,
One particular person had died and they are still using his stamp. So what is the plan to ensure that you do proper regular verification of notary publics to ensure the people who actually administer this oath are actually alive or can be verified?
Okay, so now we have by using the electronic notary register, we're going to do that for both physical and digital seals. And so we have already have digital seals and also have the physical seals, which will be sold to people can always purchase online. And so it will be uniform and to curb all the malpractices of using seals from anywhere. So notaries can now go online very soon to purchase those seals, notary seals, with their names, something similar to the one that we use for NBA.
That's great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think I have a few questions. I'll take calling.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Hello, sir.
I can hear you.
Yes, let me come in. I am on transit. I've been joining and the network keeps getting me out. I'm in a place where I can say just a word in respect of what I just heard you ask. Now we have online notarization and we have offline. For the offline, we have the physical seal, and then for the online, we have a digital seal. But both the digital seal and then the physical seal can both be verified on our online notarization portal. So this way we are going to take care of the problems of somebody who is dead and someone would be using his own seal to notarize documents. We are going to take care of that once we start implementing what we have on the ground now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry for your loss, and we wish you the best. A safe trip.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so I'll take comments. I can see my very senior brother, Charles Ajiboye. I don't know if you want to make a comment if I start taking questions, Charles Ajiboye, quickly.
There's nothing much to say, Honorable National Assistant General Secretary, other than well done. This is very helpful. This makes sense. And keep it up. The only thing I would have added for the notary public, I was going to bother you after now, but maybe I should just say it now. Fresh applicants are even complaining. Older applicants have not gotten their certificate. Some of us applied for notary public since about 6 years ago. I only just recently got a letter from the Supreme Court that it's been approved and that the Chief Judge of the state is supposed to call us to take our oath. And that letter, in fact, is dated sometime in December. This is April. We'll still not be invited by the Chief Judge of Lagos to take oath. So that's another part of the notary public application that is even still sitting there. But it didn't fall within the space of what Madam was responding to, because apparently this has left their own table. The letter has reached us here. The letter came 2 months after it was dated, but even despite that, a copy of the one that was sent to this CJ was also attached, so we could see the date that one was attached. And yet, no communication from the office of the CJ yet as regards when exactly the oath will be taken. I just think that it's good that we are talking about this now, because the issue of this notary public has to be taken seriously. If the office of the notary public will actually be taken as seriously as it ought to be. Thank you very much, Mr. Henry Barnabas, for the opportunity to speak.
Thank you so much, Mr. Charles. Collins Chidebere, please quickly, 30 seconds, your question. Then Miracle, and then Mr. Dell.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Harry Barnabas. It's just unfortunate that during when Mrs. Hadiza was taking her section, most of us could not hear her, so we are lost in most of the things that she said, except this tail end that she just came in to clarify. So I don't know how you can help us with that. Thank you very much. I also wanted to ask, okay, I don't know if this is the right platform to ask that about our digital seal. I know it's not part of the discussion.
It's not the right platform.
Okay, it's all right. I will withdraw that. Thank you so much.
Okay. Miracle, can you please quickly? Miracle, then Dell, then ML Young, Annie.
Hi everyone.
Laura, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Please proceed.
Hello.
If you are ready, yes, please, Laura.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Please, I already asked a question earlier about the legal mail, but this is a follow-up. I wanted to confirm how to confirm that the notary public registration was successful before you get fix the issue. I fixed the issue I have with my legal mail, because that's the only legal mail that's the only mail I can receive my confirmation of the notary public registration.
Okay, thank you. So we'll keep notes. Mrs. Ereka and then Hadiza, how do you know if your application has been approved? We'll get back to you later. Moses Ide, please quickly.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. My question is on the notary public.
Hello, good morning.
And many people have been sworn as notary for years and they've not received their certificate from the Supreme Court. I want to confirm what the people are doing about it.
Okay, so you have seen about the certificate.
Just going to wait.
Those who have been sworn in as notary public, right? Thank you very much. Barrister Christian, are you there? Mr. Christian, quickly.
Okay, I'm very sorry that I came in very late, but I have been a notary public since 2016, but there was a time they sent me messages concerning digital notarization. I tried doing it, I couldn't complete any steps. I tried calling them offline, I discovered that those numbers are inactive. So how do I register or get a digital seal? Because some persons now want digital seal. So that one. Secondly, I want to comment on the court. I did mention here people is going to court and the court is not sitting, and the register will call it by 10 o'clock that the judge will not sit. Sometimes travel from far and discover that nothing happens. So I want to suggest, and when I go outside jurisdiction, like Akwa Ibom State, I practice in Port Harcourt. You see them, they have WhatsApp. Register has WhatsApp. Milord is not sitting today. You see the cost list. You already know the number you have. So if we can, the judges find it difficult to allow their registrar to tell you whether they are sitting or not, as if it's something dangerous. So if they also adopt that, beside the legal mail and other things, one can know that a particular court won't sit, or look at the cost list. Each court should create a WhatsApp platform. It will also help lawyers. That's one of the comments. Because I didn't start on that, I would have made more contribution in legal practice. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Miracle, are you ready? Please, quickly.
Hi. So apologies, I don't know what happened the last time I was trying to speak. So I have a question directed to the representatives from the Supreme Court. My question is, there's a lot of digital transformation initiatives going on in legal practice, and they're trying to jump in on that. I wanted to ask if there's a startup that wants to partner with the Supreme Court to ease practice and the method of getting things done for lawyers. Is there a contact? Is there a contact person? Is there someone to speak to?
The question is noted. Israel Iboroma. Israel Buroma, then Olamide Ogida, please.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
My hands are raised.
I'll call you. We're taking it gradually, please.
Okay.
Israel Buroma, please.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm commenting on the interpretation of the registry in respect of Order 4-15-1. I want to read it so everyone understand the point I'm making. Order 4-15-1 of the 2004 rule says, the time provided by the rules for filing any process shall be automatically extended in the first instance for the same period. In the second instance, with application of with the payment of penalty for the time the applicant is in default, but not exceeding the prescribed time. Thereafter, no application of extension of time shall be entertained except in appeal against the death sentence. Now, if you look at this provision, it means that if, for instance, you're an appellant needing 45 days to file your appellant's brief, you have 45 days, you have automatic extension of another 45, which is 90 days, then with payment of penalties, you have another 45 days, right? But this third tranche of 45 days, it is with an application for extension of time, not just filing and paying penalty. But the registry, they seem to believe that when you just bring the process and you are in the third tranche, they just take it, collect penalty from you. Now, the implication of this is that they now calculate the time for the respondent to respond from the time they serve you. Whereas if they interpret it properly to mean that this person in the third tranche needed a extension of time, it will mean that it is only after the court has granted him extension of time and deemed his process that his opponent's side will begin to run.
Yes.
So in this case, they wrongly rejected my process, which was filed within the third tranche and which has not been regularized by the court. So I am saying that if you look at that provision very well, anybody who has failed in the first time allotted, failed in the automatic extension, the third time, he has to apply for extension of time, not just to pay penalty. If you don't do that, you take his process, then you presume that it's regular, and then you calculate his opponent's time from that day, which is wrong. Because when he falls into the third tranche, he needs to file a motion of extension of time. And this is made clear by the last sentence, which says, thereafter, no application of extension of time shall be entertained except in appeal against that sentence. That implies that in the third tranche you have application of extension of time. But when they are exceeded out of time and it's not, when that has been exceeded and it's not a case involving death sentence, you can no longer apply for extension of time. So the rule is clear, but the registry is pretty wrongly now and it's punishing us.
Well noted. That will be addressed by the Mr. Gani Oguson. Gani, are you there? Olumide Ogida, please.
Olumide Ogida is there. I don't know if I can talk.
Ogida, please proceed.
Good morning, sir. Oh, thank you very much. Good morning.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry that I joined very late. I'm very sorry. I have issue with my legal email to submit my application for Notary Public. It's been very difficult. I try to change the password, it's not going. I try to register my legal email, it's not working. In fact, I sent a message to IT NBA officer. He replied, he sent a particular website. I've gone to the website, it's not working. So it's really problematic for me to use that legal email.
All right, that will be answered, Mr. Gani. Proceed.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, our able AGS. My question is, I applied for Notary since 2023, and each time I contact the Supreme Court, there is this. Hello, can you hear me?
Can we less the noise? Please mute your mic, please, so that we can hear ourselves, please. Thank you.
Okay, like I was saying, Mr. Barnabas, can you hear me?
I can hear you, please proceed.
Oh, okay, yes. I said I applied for Notary since 2023, and I've been following up since then. And each time I contact them at the Supreme Court, they said, at a point, they said they started the e-filing and that they were waiting for approval from the CGN to check whether they can proceed with those of us who have applied manually. And ever since then, I've not really gotten any concrete response. Thank you.
So you get a response now. One acre. Are you there? Olufemi Onokoya.
Good morning, AGS. Good morning, colleagues and staff of Supreme Court. We want to appreciate for this wonderful privilege to ask this question. My question is, for those of us who have misplaced practicing fees and evidence of payment of practicing fees due to fire incidents or one issue or the other, is there a way the Supreme Court can assist, probably maybe in generating backlog when we are filing applications for notary public? And then secondly, do we still need, from the new procedures, do we still need recommendation from judges to proceed to apply for notary public? Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. One acre, are you ready? If one acre is not ready,
yeah, I'm ready.
Please proceed.
Good morning,
please.
everybody. Thank you for this session. Okay, my question is on notary public. For someone that is like the head of chamber in your law firm, will that requirement of CAC certificate apply to you, considering that you are just an head of chambers in your law firm? Or
And
can you
not a partner on the CAC document?
Yes. Will getting a letter from your principal partner suffice?
Thank you very much. Adeshin Madaki Bakandik, sorry if I'm pronouncing it. Adesiru.
Yes, thank you very much for this session.
Yeah.
My concern is concerning the legal email, first of all. My email has been tried several times. I've gone to the Supreme Court. I was referred to NBA. I went to the NBA Secretariat up to now. So I don't know who to contact particularly. And also for notary public, I applied, only that I learned that I have to do change of name before my application can be approved. So I've commenced the procedure for change of name. They said I should go to law school for letter of introduction. But from the discussion today, I didn't see that as part of the items required for change of name.
Right.
So if the person can help us with their numbers, it will help.
Okay, thank you so
I've
much.
not received the number yet. They said they will send it on the chat, but we've not seen it yet.
All right, two more questions and we are going back to Supreme Court delegates. Cyril Marcon, are you ready? Then Odokbong Okong. Quickly, please.
You need to unlock your iPhone first. We are still waiting, sir.
Okay. Cyril is not ready.
I've been raising my hand.
Your comments. Make your comment, please. Let's hear you. You've been raising your hand. Let's hear your comment, please.
Okay, thank you very much. My question, my name is UC Njemanze. My question now is on the already sworn in notaries. First, we are all aware of the time before from the application to swearing in. So it's particularly on change of name. The name at the point of swearing in and now, sorry, at the point of application and now swearing in, how can we effect it to be reflected on our certificate? Because my name at the time of application has changed. So I want it to be reflected on the certificate, and I'll need Madam, I believe it's Madam Henrietta also, to go over the procedure so that it is more detailed and we can get it, because it seems as though she rushed through it. Secondly, sir, is there also a platform for sensitization of the newly sworn in notaries regarding funds or charging fees and all that is surrounding procedure for properly notarizing any document? what is to be used, the seals to be used, the stamp to be used. Is there a particular number to be issued to notaries for identification, so that when you use your seals or embossed or the other type of seal, it is specific to a notary public?
All right, thank you so much.
Thirdly, thank you, sir. Pardon me. This is regarding for Mr. Gbenga, and it is for motions. This is Supreme Court Administrative Unit now, and it is for the filing of motions. On the rules of the Supreme Court, it provides for filing of motions is 15,000 naira. Motions, that is what the rules provide. Motions, 15,000 naira. However, during assessment of the motion, we have encountered that each prayer is being charged 15,000 naira. So we want to know whether this is the rules, because it is not written in the rules that we are operating with, but then it seems that there is a rule that the administrative unit is operating with that we are not aware of. So if the Supreme Court can provide us with such rules so that we know that each prayer of our motion is 15,000 naira and not the motion in its entirety. Because according to the rules of court, a motion in its entirety is 15,000 naira, not each prayer of the motion. So please, this needs to be addressed, because it has become an issue and we have been encountering it. So thank God that we have this platform and we can air our views. So please, Mr. Gbenga and also Mrs. Henrietta, regarding the change of names. For the notaries, please, the newly sworn in notaries would like a forum such as this for sensitization, for guidance on how to proceed, so that we
your point is duly noted. So can we go back to the Supreme Court delegates? We'll take it one after the other. Mrs. Henrietta, Hadiza, and Benga, and then Tony. So for your comments as regards the questions that have been.
My hands are up. Can I ask a quick question?
Okay, please, that will be the last question. Please ask so we can proceed.
All right. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
I'm sorry, my hands have been up since the beginning.
My name is Neka Ihenacho.
That can be the last. I'm so sorry.
Sorry?
My hands has been up and you have recognized me as one of the people to ask my questions, ML Young Annie. And now Naka has just raised their hands. And
so just quickly ask your question so we can proceed, because we are pressed for time, please.
Okay, my name is Neka Ihenacho. My question is simple. The first speaker said it's easy for us to apply for change of name. My question is, how long would that process take? Once they've gotten the documentations, how long do we expect to get a feedback of that change being effected on the register, so that we can now take it up with the NBA? Thank you.
Okay, my name is Uduabo Okun. My name is Uduabo Okun, and I was recognized to ask my question. My question is about the legal mail. I changed my device, so I forgot the password I used. I have reached out to the legal support team, NBA legal support team, to assist with that, and they have followed the procedures. They even talked about changing browser mode and everything. Still, I've not been able to have access to my legal mail, and that is how I want to just ask how I can have access to my legal mail. It's been months now.
Your question is noted. Henrietta, quickly, your question.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is ML Young, and my question is on, it was previously on, I think Yusi Jemade has asked the question, and I think it's a very, very valid question, because we face that challenge with the filing system in our firm. My second question is, I can't remember the name of the guest speaker for the notary public, but she had said that in this new session that we are moving digital, the requirements have changed. So now, is it possible to have an official list of what is required for the new prospective notaries? So if there's any change, we can gather those documentation together, and then we apply when the portal is open. instead of waiting for the portal to open, and then we are now ambushed with new sets of documentation. Thank you.
Your question is duly noted. Please, can we have them answer?
Hello, Barnaba. Hello, Barnaba.
Can we have them answer these questions that have been asked so that we can make progress, please?
All right, this is Henrietta.
Yes, please go on, madam.
In respect of application for change of name, you don't need a letter of introduction from the Nigerian Law School. All you need is an application addressed to the Chief Registrar, Supreme Court of Nigeria. We need a deed poll, newspaper publication, an affidavit, your certificate, call to birth certificate, and then means of identification. That's all we need to effect a change of name. And then a question was raised in respect of the time within which the letter will be made available, at most a week. The letter will be issued to you electronically, which you forward to the Nigerian Bar. We have been doing that. Thank you.
Sorry, before you go conclude, just for the benefit of those who just joined, can you just run down the procedure for change of name so that they can be aware, please?
Okay, application addressed to the Chief Registrar, Supreme Court of Nigeria, and then we have a deed poll, certificate of call to the Nigerian Bar, newspaper publication, affidavit of your name change, and then means of identification, preferably NIN. Thank you.
Please,
Okay, so
Mr. Barnabas, please, I have
please
a
hold on.
question.
No question. Please don't just interrupt.
I want to know how long.
Madam, don't interrupt.
Must we come to Abuja? Must we submit this?
You must not come to
requirement in
Abuja.
Okay, ma.
Nobody comes to Abuja. It is electronically done.
Yes. Madam,
If you want now, for it. NBA has been sending contacts for you to reach us, and you have been reaching us, and we've been responding. So if you're not aware, it's because maybe there's no sensitization.
Madam Henrietta, the deed poll, where is it done so that we can?
You can process it in any court of record.
Okay.
You swear to an affidavit. A notary public can also notarize, and then you take it to FIRS for payment of stamp duties. So once it is done, you forward to us. Okay. There are instances where you have international lawyers or some who are far, who will plead with us to help process, which we link them up for it to be processed. And then everything is done electronically.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Madam Hadiza, do you have a comment to make?
Let's see. I think someone asked for, is it the digital sale or what was it? Which one the comment? Because there are so many for notary.
Yes. Just give us a recap of what they asked for. A digital sale, they asked for the process and the application for the notary public.
Okay. Yeah, so there's a website of notary. Though we have not yesterday receiving the new application, but it's notary.gov.ng. But you can access the website through Supreme Court website, supremecourt.gov.ng. You can go to the notary public icon there, and there's a provision for new applications. Then you see all the requirements for the new online application, and the remote online notarization for the digital still, and the electronic notary register is there, and the notary still, how to go about purchasing it online too.
Thank you, Mr. Tony. Okay, Mr. Tony, do you have
okay.
Go on.
Okay, so the requirements basically is they'll pay a maintenance fee of 30,000 naira, and they'll upload their photos, their passport photographs, they'll upload their national identity number, they'll upload their corporate affairs commission certificate, incorporation certificate, bar practicing fees for 7 consecutive years preceding the date of application. They upload their call to bar certificates. Then for government lawyers who are applying from Legal Aid Council, the Judiciary, NDLEA, Customs, they are going to upload an introductory letter from the head of the organization.
Sorry, ma, please, when we say 7 years preceding the year of application, for instance, we pay, for instance, somebody pays on the 31st of March or in March 2020, it's 2020 what? 2025. Can the years count 2025, 2024 like that till 7 years?
Yeah,
Why
so
2025?
Okay, so assuming someone applied in 2025 now, so I expect the person to upload 2029, sorry, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, up to 2025.
All right, thank you. There's someone who asked that, what about the issue of the head of chambers? Can the law firm give a letter of introduction for that particular release suffice?
Also, even if the person is not a head of chambers and the person is in a firm.
Or you require CAC
Applying from a chamber, they will give the incorporation letter of the firm of the chambers. They've done that. They usually do that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Sorry, for 2025 is the
Mr. Tony, please, can you...
For 2025 is the portal.
Sorry, sir, please, you cannot interject when a program is going on like this. If we have over 300 persons, if everybody starts speaking this way, we will not make progress. So please, let's follow
My apologies. Since she was on the issue, I didn't want her to go beyond
No, it's not proper to just interject like that, please.
Okay, please. Just so that she could respond on that before she goes. If it's possible, if the portal is still open for 2025.
The portal is not open for 25. It will be communicated to lawyers when it is done. She has said that before.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Concerning the online application and the previous application, someone make reference to. She has not answered that. I don't just know whether she will also make reference to that. But I wanted to ask question on that. Concerning the online application and those who have made application before, the pending application, what is the position?
You are just joining now. She has answered all those questions.
I've answered all those questions before.
Online application has not commenced. Backlog is being worked on and they will be communicated to very soon. That's what she has said.
Okay,
so
thank you very much.
Mr. Tony, please, can you please share your own intervention and then we'll go.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. First of all, can I do a little recap because I overheard someone saying he's not aware of legal email.
Please,
so legal email stands as a system where a communication is being conveyed between the lawyers and lawyers, lawyers and the court and the lawyers. It is a professional platform that each lawyer in Nigeria is expected to have because that stands as a basis that you can use to communicate to the court. Then, if I'm asking, how can I register? Number one, as far as you are a verified lawyer, you are entitled to have a legal email. For instance, you're a lawyer through establishment of annexed law, property law, any lawyer at all, once you're a verified lawyer by NBA, you are permitted to have a legal email. And as it stands, Supreme Court on our own does not give people the variability to become or to have a legal email. They have a backing of the NBA. So first of all, for you to initiate the legal email, you have to ensure that you are a due member with NBA. That is to say, you have your platform on NBA being verified. So that when you start the process in Supreme Court, it only tries to synchronize to find out if you are duly a lawyer before the system allows you to continue. For you to log in to that site where you need to do the registration is just to go to https:// then nigerianbar.ng, not .org.ng, nigerianbar.ng. you click on register or register now. You input the variable that is needed, your first name, your surname, your own personal email, which is the alternative email, the date of your call to bar. You accept the term and condition. You click on submit. It triggers an email to that very email that you've just imputed. You go to that email, click on confirm link, confirm mail. When you click on confirm mail, it generates another platform that will request you to verify your own personal enrollment number, which you're to enter it as SCN in caps with the numbers that are there, the 6 digits or any of the digits that have been assigned to you by the Enrollment Department of Supreme Court. Once that is verified, you click next button. It's open a new platform again where you're to input your biodata. In case your enrollment number is not verified, it means there is an issue that you need to attend to at NBA, just like someone was complaining that she could not verify her enrollment number. It means she might have not completed some processes in her NBA platform, which she needs to go back to the platform and proceed. Once she completes that one, she can return back, input those parameters, put her phone numbers, it triggers an OTP for her, she put the OTP. Once it corresponds, it sends another reference number for her to check the status of her account. If that is checked, she will see there it will be written that your application has been sent to Supreme Court, is awaiting approval within 3 to 7 days, working days. Most of the times, it doesn't even get to that 7 days. The maximum so far within the period that we're in now, it works within 3 days, based on the nature of the assignment of the administrative officer handling that schedule. Else, 24 hours, 48 hours, you get it done. Once that is approved, you go back to your own alternative email, click on the link that is generated and sent to you. Then you accept the term and condition, give your own username, give your own display name, and you send it. You await for the system to work on it, to perfect it, and then send your own login details for you with your default password, which you can change. And someone was saying she had issue of changing of password. It does not take anything much to do that. All you need to do, go back to that same website, that is www.nigerianbar.ng. Click on forget password. It triggers a new page for you. On that new page, you'll be asked to input your username. The challenge that people have with the username, they put the entire legal email address instead of just putting the name before the domain name. The domain name starts from @NigerianBar. It's the first name you input. Before that, @NigerianBar, that is your username. Then you put the last 4 digits of your phone number. Once you put that, and if it tally with what is on the system, it triggers an OTP to that phone number. You put it, and then it gives you an opening to put a new password. That new password that you're expected to put should not have your name as part of that password, but you have to make sure that the password is strong. That is to say, it must have a mixture of capital letter, a small letter, a digit, and a special characters. And there you go. And this legal email can be accessed on various handles. You can access it through your browser, through an Outlook and application. That is how it moves. And there's no anything. It's as smooth as I'm saying. For many that have come, they've discovered them. There are a lot of people that come to Supreme Court. We put them through and they develop the process themselves. And they'll be surprised and say, we thought it's something like a rocket science. It is not. It's just a matter of awareness that is causing some of these little hitches that the lawyer said is difficult. I think with this method that I've given, it will serve as a basis to guide them to be able to come up with something reasonable, even without coming to Supreme Court. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Please just repeat our username. The username.
Mr. Benga, please.
Okay, your username, sorry, sir. Your username, for instance, you're using John @nigerianbar.ng. When you're to change your password, your username is John, not at Nigerian Bar again when you want to change, because the two columns that will come up will ask you for a username and your last 4 digits of your phone number. Your username now become the first name before at Nigerian Bar. So if you're putting it, don't make a mistake of putting at Nigerian Bar full as your username, because the system will definitely reject that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Benga, please. Mr. Benga, before Mr. Benga, I want to give Sarah Omega a Millicent quickly. Sarah, if you're there, quickly.
Thank
Millicent.
you. This is
Yes.
Millicent. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. I think this is really coming at a very coming timelessly. Thank you very much to the NBA and the senior lawyers at the Supreme Court. Thank you, everyone. I just wanted to draw your attention, Mr. Barnabas, to the comments that are coming in, so that, for those that should not interrupt those who are speaking, they can put in their questions and their comments, and then you can also read them and they can address some of those questions as well. Mine was really to how difficult it appears for women to change their names. I wish there was something smoother, less, with all of the lists Madam Henrietta mentioned, for us to, the procedure for us to follow. I just wish we would come up with something simpler. But that's just my comments. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sarah?
Good
Sarah?
afternoon.
Yes,
Good
thank
afternoon,
you.
Assistant General Secretary. Thank you for the opportunity. Just to buttress the fact that what Henrietta said in terms of the seamless process for obtaining your deed poll, just to say that it's very seamless and that I have been able to do change of my name through the deed pool, working with her, and in less than a week, I was able to get my deed pool, just to encourage others that it's very seamless. Perhaps Henrietta can share her details and people can get across to her and get it done. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mr. Benga, over to you, please.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Somebody he was charged per year in I'm not aware of that. What I know is that if you have action, if you attach anything with your motion, for example, an affidavit, definitely you pay for it. And same amount with the motion. Written address, attach emotion, you will pay for that address. So even the old rules, I also a motion is charged by prayer. You pay 15,000 for your motion. So you pay 15,000 naira for your motion, and then if there's all these other documents that you attach with that motion, you will pay for it. But if anybody charge you per prayer, please take it up. Please take it up and let us know. Don't hide it, and don't charge 15,000 naira per prayer. Please, you read and you get with it.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Benga. Henrietta Ogumbo, please quickly. I've been seeing your hand. And Mr. Orang too, if you are there too. Mr. Orang and Henrietta, quickly.
Yes, sir, I'm here. Let me wait for Henrietta, sir.
No, don't wait for Henrietta. Please ask your question.
Okay, my question is, sorry, I came in late, but I wanted to know the process of getting my password back on my legal mail, because I seem to forget the password and I have not been able to access it. Thank you.
Mr. Tony said you can just click on forget password and then that will be done. So thank you so much, our delegate from the Supreme Court, for this intervention. We are really, really grateful and we appreciate your presence. I don't know if Ezekiel is here. Ezekiel, are you here?
Yes, something.
Ezekiel from the NBA. I think Ezekiel has an information for us.
Yeah, I'm here, Mr. Harry.
Please go ahead, please.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, Ezekiel. Please go ahead and share your intervention, please.
Okay, come again. What was the...
You know, concerning the whole process that we have discussed, how can the NBA come in and assisting lawyers, you know, in this regards? Because we've discussed so much about, or do you have any information regarding everything that we have discussed so far? Hello? I think we can't get Ezekiel. So, distinguished colleagues, I want to appreciate you for your time and your patience, and also the delegates from the Supreme Court for their time. Please communicate our appreciation to the Chief Registrar and the CJN of Nigeria for this intervention.
Hello, Mr. Harry.
Yes, Ezekiel, can you hear me?
Based on what I've listened with regards to the Supreme Court, we have been keeping in touch with Mrs. Hereta and other members of the Supreme Court, and actually they have been doing well, and lawyers that are complaining always about their change of name, we always attend to them and we refer them to the Supreme Court through Mrs. Hereta. And actually the feedback we are getting from them, they're actually giving us a very good feedback that she's attending to them, and most of them they have, and they normally send all their documents to us for us to effect the change on the NBA portal. And some of the members sometimes they fail to in the process of, especially the stamp applications, which we already know that is online. Some of them don't normally get it right. And most of the complaint, we have been attending to them, but some of them, in fact, they have been getting it very correct now. And we don't have, for now, we don't have any issue concerning our on-site. But the issue of change of name, those are the complaints that would normally refer them to Supreme Court. And for now, we don't have much complaint about that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ezekiel. And I think moving forward, yourself and Mr. Hereta should come up with a good strategy.
And secondly, after changing the names, their name, they should try as much as possible to forward their letters to us so that we can be able to effect the change of the portal. Because some of them, once they change their names, they will go and keep the letter. And at the end of the day, they will complain that their name did not reflect on the portal. And well, we have not received such letters from them. So please, after changing the name, they should try as much as possible to forward the letters to NBA National Secretary for us to reflect their change of name on the NBA portal.
Okay, so very important information. After changing the name, don't go and keep it under your pillow. Please forward it to the NBA so that that name will be reflected. Thank you very much.
Mr. Henry.
Yes, please.
I want to add something. Someone asked earlier that how the note for guidelines also for notary public. So we're working on regulation of notary public. So it's still work in progress. Then we have the Notary Public Act of 2023. It spelled out all the payments, the fees they can charge their client. Like that's the minimum they should charge their clients.
Okay.
Thank you. In addition to that, after changing their name, they should please, after sending the letters to us, they should go back and check the portal whether if their name has been changed, so that we can have a correct database, so that next time they won't say that they have sent their letters, we have not changed. Or in case, sometimes they should get back to us whether if the name has changed.
Thank you so much, Ezekiel. Thank you so much, and thank you, distinguished colleague. Our next fire chat will be in July. And I don't want to tell you who that person is, the special guest in that listing, but I want you guys to look out for July Fireside Chat. It will be very, very exciting and very, very intriguing. So thank you, Madam Hereta. Thank you, Madam Hadiza. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Benga. Thank you, Yusuf.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Friday. Go and enjoy your Friday and obule as much as you can. Thank you very much.
Yes, we will. Hello, we will, but please, when they're contacting us, it should be from between Monday, Friday, between 8 and 4.
and 5
Because
p.m. No public
sometimes
holiday.
weekends,
No,
they reach
no
us
weekend, no
out.
public holiday. So if you are calling Madam Hereta, please don't call her by 11 p.m. She's married.
No,
please.
they shouldn't.
Yes, 8 a.m. to 5
8
p.m.
to
work
4,
time.
Monday to
Friday.
Friday.
No Saturday, no Sunday, no public holiday, please.
Yes, thank you.
So don't call her this Friday night, or she wants to go and relax.
They shouldn't.
Thank you very much. We have come to the end of today's
welcome.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for the organizing. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Mr. Reta. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Henrietta, and all
Thank
every
you.
other
Bye.
person.
Thank you.
Thank you all very much. Thank you, Mr. Henry.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Henry.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Henry.
Madam
Thank
Henrietta, are
you.
you sharing your number?
You want to disturb me again?
I don't mind your number. Oh, thank you.
No,
Please share
NBA
your
has
number.
it.
Mrs. Henrietta,
NBA has
share your
oh.
number.
NBA has my number. They've been sharing it.
Share your number.
Okay.
Your number.
We are waiting for the number.
We are waiting for your number.
Women supporting women. Let's have your number.
That's
yes,
serious.
so.
Okay, 08251475103.